to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a bitterly miserable day. It's chucking it down with rain. It's cold, it's wet. But we're down in the beer room, so it's time to crack open a beer. So tonight, reviewing, or this afternoon rather, because it is the afternoon. I'll tell you what, one of these days I'll work out the camera angle and get it right. So this is Ora Brewing, and it's a Giasone. It's a double dry hop IPA. So I'll tell you something about the beer. Soft and easy IPA with a triple threat combo of banging Mosaic, Simcoe and Citra. Oat, pale and Munich malt fermented in New England style for a creamy soft mouthfeel. Bold juicy flavours with a soft pink grapefruit backdrop. Brewed at Rosebery Industrial Park in London. www.orabeer.com. 6% volume. I got this in a beer hall from lowcostbeer.com, aka Smiling Grape. So let's pour this out. I need to do a clean up in here. I've got about 20 glasses on here again. So, and oh, it's cold. Got the fire on at my feet, but it's not warm. So yeah, great artwork on there. Designed by Italians, brewed in London. There you go. So yeah, lovely orange pour, quite a vibrant orange pour on this. A centimetre of lovely white fluffy head. And pop another juice fest of a beer. I do find that a lot of IPAs, especially craft beer IPAs, do tend to be juice fests. Oh, nice initial bite. Quite a subtle citrusy nose on this. And again, quite a nice bite on the front end. Slightly creamy mouthfeel. Gotta say, going down well. Yeah, the rain, can't you? Absolutely miserable weather. On the plus side is, I did a load of planting yesterday. So all those plants, in fact, the last couple of days I've been doing planting. So those plants, I've been getting a water. And next week again, I'm in planting season now. I'm certainly at one of my workplaces. So quite a nice bitiness to this. Loving the flavour, lovely. Really, not just a juice fest. It's got nice complexities, nice bitey complexities. Going down well anyway. 6%. Is everybody watching the rugby? Not a rugby fan myself, got to be honest. I watched it once and oh, yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea. Is the best way to say it. Always been a football supporter, so yeah, that side of things is very much my area. And tonight, around about 8 o'clock, I will probably be jumping on the Crummy Beards feed. And I look at other beer reviewers, and I need to myself. A lot of them have got like their own designs for the channels, and I need to actually think about doing something like that myself. I kind of robbed the Wraggys Golden Ale, although it makes me look 10 years older than I actually really look. And I need to possibly do something come up. I don't branding. Would you call it branding? I suppose for the future of the channel, I need to come up with something. And I mean, the Raggy name, Raggy Ragster. Um, that would be something, wouldn't it? Because Ragster's the nickname Ragster was very well known in the video gaming hacking community, and obviously from the early days of Red Alert when I used to hack on that and to hacking game consoles, and then certainly posting news about it. I've been a bit quiet the last year or two. I think you move on, and yeah, I'm not even relevant these days with what's going on in communities. And then obviously the last few years I've been doing the beer reviews, and my interest in beer stems from that. So maybe need to look at getting some thinking about pathways. And I mean, obviously people know you as Raggy's beer reviews. Could you imagine Raggy Ragster? Right? That'd be combining my two the what I'm really well known for, and yeah. Though there's a dangerous thing with changing names and changing your what you are, and that. I mean, sticking to a name, however crap it is a thing to do. Do I think that Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits reviews is too long? Yeah, I do. I do. Would Raggy's reviews be better? I mean, I know Scott and Rhonda, they've changed their thing a couple of times. And would that knack you up on Instagram and everything? Same with YouTube. Would it knack you, or would it automatically redirect? Yeah. And these are things to think about whenever you're starting a channel these days. Is names and where you go with those names and the future. It's not easy to if you think you're going to have a future in Instagram or some social media for whatever reason. I mean, these days there's so many doing it, and so many companies are using them to promote their wares, and I've noticed this even locally. I've noticed that that companies caught other local what should we say, media, um, um, social media people. I'll come out with a word in a minute. So I've got the beer room project to do, but I can't do it until I've done the fence on this side of the garden, and then I know how much pallets I've got left and how much I need to complete my new beer wall. And I've already got lots of things that are already down here, so that I've got to incorporate in some measure. I've got stuff I'm going to chuck, old things I'm going to chuck, reuse some things. I've got a fridge, and I'm going to build the fridge into the pallet, so you won't see the fridge. All you'll see is like a pallet of a wall of pallets, and the fridge will be boxed in. That's the hope and aspiration, and a bit like a fitted kitchen, but in the shed, in some ways at least. And I mean, I do want to get rid of most of the wife's stuff out of here, because one, I don't want it down here, and two, she's got enough room up in the house. So to get rid of it would be a great thing. The things you do, hey, the things you do. So tomorrow, 7 o'clock, got a live on the channel. I am going to go back to doing 3 good lives a week. I think 3s are good, as long as I'm not clashing. I don't want to clash with other people's channels. However, if I do clash, I do. You know, there's not much I can do about that. Because obviously, there's only so many hours in the day. And at some stage, you're going to clash with somebody. I mean, I've known I've clashed with people before. Do I do a Nottingham Forest versus Leicester watch along tomorrow? Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? God, if you knew Forest were going to win, it'd be great. If Forest were going to lose, then not so great, you know. But if it's on TV, then it might be worth me doing. I'll see how it plays. Get the old Chromebook out in the front room and get it charged and do that. And, yeah, it could be interesting. Could be interesting because I'm watching it regardless. But I might have my grandson here. So that kind of makes it a little more awkward. Oh, bloody weather. Not the nicest weather out there. We do, funnily enough, we do actually need some rain to moisten the ground again. We've had a bit of a dry spell. And you'd be surprised, but we've not had anywhere near the amount of rain we normally have. So, but we don't want to be like last year where it didn't get warm until really later on did it start to get warm. We had quite a short summer. In the grand scheme of things, we had a short summer. So hoping that things warm up a bit better. Anyway, on with the beer. Nice. There is a nice creaminess to this beer. Slightly thicker than a lot of these IPAs. The nose is still quite subtle, citrusy nose to me. I do taste that grapefruit. When I start getting the beer, it's funny, you know, because you can drink beers, and we can all do this. You can just drink beers and take no notice of any flavours. And then you can drink beers, and then when you start to pick apart and really dissect what the flavours you're getting, then it gets very interesting. I mean, this is a good tasting beer, don't get me wrong, but you can just drink it and never notice the flavours. And then when you dissect it, when you do a beer review, you know, in your own, whatever, however you do your own beer reviews, ooh. And say it's done in the New England style, I got a good bite on it, gotta be honest. Ooh. So, orange pour, white head, fluffy white head, subtle citrus on the nose, same on the taste. There is grapefruit in the background. 6%, yeah, and a nice, easygoing beer. Certainly very palatable, good artwork on the can. Brewed in London, designed by Italians. Yeah, cracking. For me, a good 4.3 out of 5. I liked it. It was a very easygoing, easy drinking beer. Would I drink it again? Yep, definitely. Got it from Low Cost Beer. I think it's still on their website now, along with a load of other beers. So if you see this beer review, make sure you check their website out as well. as well as orabrewing.com, obviously. Right, got to run up the house, go and get warm, because I am not warm in the beer room. It's not warm down here. And yeah, go up there and go and chill out on the settee, watch a bit of TV, or go and do some computer work, most probably. I was going to work outside today, but I'm not working out in the cold. It's not nice weather, you know. It's I'm glad I'm not at work in it, let's put it that way. Although if I was at work on a day like this, I would definitely go inside the polytunnel of the marquee and just do a load of potting. I've got a ton of potting to do. I've got hundreds of fuchsias that are in cuttings that are growing. We're just waiting for spring now, and that reminds me, I must go to Wilco's tomorrow and pick up some compost. That's it for this beer review. I'm going to come back with 2 more beer reviews. Probably one about 6:30 and one about 7:45. And then probably join up with a good fella, Mr. Crummy Beard, on his 12-hour live for his 1 year on the channel. And it's nice that he's got the backing of Lord's Brewing. I think that's great for his channel. That they you know, the relationship there is a good one, and you know, it's nice to see. It's coming from Nottingham, obviously. Always wish him the best of luck. Obviously, it's all a game, isn't it? And it's what you get out of that game that matters. Cheers up.